Dear fellow JCI members and senators, greetings from JCI World Headquarters in Chesterfield, St. Louis. This is my opportunity to address you at the end of this life-changing experience of being the JCI President. This comes at a time when the world lost an active citizens who dare to act driven by a sense of individual social responsibility, Nelson Mandela. A man who really embodied the spirit that guided JCI in 2013, because he was a man who could have made a lot of excuses, but who accepted the responsibility to find solutions, because he was a man really able to do what was right instead of what was easy, despite huge sacrifices, but with a priceless satisfaction to impact so much the entire world, starting from his country, to have, at the end of his life, the rare possibility to declare that when a man did what he considers to be his duty to his people and his country, he can rest in peace. He was a man of great values, and he wrote history. Serving as president of an organization which is global leadership of active citizens, and which has among its values the brotherhood of man, economic justice won by free men through free enterprise, the government of laws, human personality, and service to humanity, without any discrimination related to religion, political parties, gender, or race. We must be reminded that JCI wrote history in South Africa, being the first national organization founded in this wonderful continent. A national organization which in 1976, almost 20 years before the end of the apartheid, was the first organization of its kind in South Africa to accept multiracial membership. Almost 40 years ago, our fellow JCI members dared to act in the country of Nelson Mandela according to individual social responsibility. They must not be forgotten. They must remain a source of inspiration in the 21st century for the entire world, and in particular for Africa and Middle East, an era facing too many challenges such as extreme poverty, disease, and national and regional conflicts. But I'm hopeful for the future. As everywhere I traveled, I took part in impactful community projects, and I met daily heroes called JCI members who really dare to act in their communities. You, members of Africa and Middle East, have all made me so proud to serve as JCI President. JCI members in Asia and the Pacific have also made me incredibly proud. This area, the biggest of our organization, was born out of the rebuilding effort of young active citizens after the Pacific War. The founding organization in this area, the Philippines, is currently facing the aftermath of a natural disaster. This Christmas, I ask to give back to them for their continued efforts to create sustainable impact by donating to JCI Operational. Studying the history of our organization help us to also better understand our presence in Europe, the country from where I come from, and where active citizenship and entrepreneurial spirit have always been interconnected since the founding of JCI in this area. With 40 national organizations, it is already bigger than the European Union, and is daring to act to address the challenge of youth employment, a challenge that we can solve if JCI becomes the organization that unites all sectors of the society to create sustainable impact, as stated in the 2014-2018 JCI strategic plan. This is the future of our organization. Will our task be easy? Not at all. Uniting all sectors of society to create sustainable impact may seem too visionary, but just as generations before us were visionary in creating a united European currency or the United States of America, we too can be visionary. And while the UN, one of JCI's main partners, is uniting the nations, and ICC, another key partner, is uniting the business sector, nobody is uniting all sectors of society. At least not yet. We, JCI members, must accept the responsibility to dare to act in order to unite to impact. This is one of the main legacies of JCI 2013, and I personally thank each and every of you who made it possible, because it is you, JCI members, who have made a conscious decision to be better and to create a better world. It's in the Americas, an area that is also special to me and is the cradle of our organization, where we learned the importance of leaving a legacy. It's from our founder, Henry Kissinger, a man who was described as someone who had a healthy ambition not to be rich, but to be respected. Today, I'd like to talk to both our founder and current JCI members, telling you that you both were my source of inspiration. As the 2013 president of a unique organization founded almost 1 century ago, the source of inspiration of a member who was not supposed to serve as president because of many reasons, among which the fact that nobody from her country did it before, that only 2 women, both from Asia and the Pacific, and none from her continent did it before, that she was even younger than the average age of JCI presidents, and that she was not born with any cent in paradise, but who still accepted the difficult responsibility to do what she strongly believed was right, even when there was the risk that it was not popular, because the president must do not what is popular, but what is right. As I said at the World Congress in Rio de Janeiro, I'm not the person who can judge my mandate. But at least if I think back to the last 12 months, at least I can honestly say that I did my best and acted only in the interest of the members of our organization. A special thanks to all the ones who dared to act for JCI in 2013, the ones to whom I personally gave an award in Brazil, the ones who were next to me on our common boat, under the sunshine as well as in the middle of the storm. And if by watching this video message, maybe you think that you didn't feel so much the storm, then it means that not I, but we hold fast the oar to starboard. Now I can assure you that I can really see in front of us pink horizons in a blue sky. This year, I met many politicians, from mayors to head of states, successful businessmen, from owners of companies to presidents of chambers of commerce, and opinion leaders of the civil society. They all agree that the issues the world faces today, including the global economic crisis, are all related to a lack of individual social responsibility. They agree that youth empowerment must be a priority, and that only through the cooperation among the 3 sectors of the society, namely government, business, and civil society, we can create sustainable solutions. Regarding me, considering that life is a matter of choices, I have made mine, daily choices, such as the choice to listen personally to each national president, the choice to innovate our communication and our main event, the JCI World Congress, the choice of not being just a female president, but to remain feminine in how I thought, spoke, acted, expressed and hugged the choice to simply be the JCI president. Choice is based on which, if I can quote a famous song today, I can say to you that I did it my way. As I said in Rio, don't ask me if it was easy or difficult. Don't ask me if I ever missed my home, my husband, my job. Don't ask me if I ever felt tired or lonely. Don't ask me if it has ever been difficult to keep on smiling. Don't ask me if I ever wondered why everything must happen in 2013. Just ask me, was it worth it? And I will tell you that sometimes when you are lucky in your life, someone makes your day. You made my life. I don't regret any day of the more than 13 years I spent so far in JCI. And I promise you that even when Madam President will be retired, Chiara will continue to be here for you, for what we believe in. Merci a mes amis de la francophonie. Gracias a mis queridos amigos que hablan español. Watashi no Nihonji no Yuji no Okage. Thanks to all my friends who speak English. E un grazie speciale ai miei amici italiani. Now it's time to say goodbye, as true JCI members do. See you somewhere in the JCI.